Jack grew up in a small town with big dreams. He wanted to be a writer, a storyteller whose words could inspire the world. But life wasn't easy. Jack worked long hours at a factory, barely scraping by, and his aspirations felt like distant stars he could never reach. One evening, exhausted from work, Jack sat under an old oak tree with a notebook in hand. He wrote a single sentence: "Every great journey begins with one small step." It was a simple thought, but it resonated deeply with him. That night, he made a decision. No matter how tough life got, he would write at least one page every day. The first few weeks were hard. Jack's sentences felt clumsy, and doubt constantly whispered in his ear. "You'll never be good enough." But he pushed through, reminding himself that progress, no matter how small, was still progress. Months turned into years. Jack's notebook collection grew, and so did his confidence. He began sharing his stories online. At first, only a handful of people read them, but Jack didn't care. He wasn't writing for fame. He was writing for himself. One day, an unexpected email arrived. A well-known publisher had stumbled upon one of Jack's stories and wanted to discuss turning it into a book. Jack couldn't believe it. All those quiet nights spent writing when no one else believed in him had finally paid off. Fast forward a few years, and Jack's book became a bestseller. He was invited to speak at events, inspiring others to chase their dreams no matter how impossible they seemed. But through it all, Jack stayed humble, often returning to the old oak tree with a notebook, writing one page at a time. No dream is too big if you're willing to take small, consistent steps toward it. Success isn't about sudden breakthroughs, but about persistence in the face of doubt. Start where you are, use what you have, and trust the process. Even the longest journeys begin with a single step, and yours can too.